Okay, what is the random thing you have an unusually strong opinion about? Carrie from Okeechobee, she said the NFL is rigged. That is a very, it's not even actually unusual these days. I would say that is a very popular opinion, and it's getting stronger with every game the Chiefs play.
Well, you can see the blatant calls going for the Chiefs, and you're like, what the hell?
We'll see what happens with the Bills. I think the Bills are a better team, and we'll see if the Chiefs somehow miraculously pull it out, and it's a call that went in their favor. There's going to be such an uproar. It'd be amazing.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see here. What other random things do you have a strong opinion about? One person said fondant icing is a con. It looks good but tastes awful, like slightly sweet cardboard. Okay. What do you think about fondant icing, Virginia?
I don't. Look, there's lots of different kinds of fondant. If fondant is done correctly, it should taste really good, actually. But there's bad fondant out there, and some of it's inedible, I think, because it's so hard. It's really just for decoration at that point.
Okay.
It matters where you get your cake from. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it tricked me one time, and it wasn't what I was expecting.
It's not like a buttercream.
I know.
It's that hard shell-like. But again, if it's done correctly and if it's fresh, it's completely edible and delicious. It's up to your baker. You got to have a better baker, Kev.
Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind, Virginia. Another random strong opinion. This person said, smash burgers are overrated. You're paying double the price for a burger that realistically has the same amount of beef as a regular burger. I just don't see the hype.
I don't want more beef. To me, a smash burger is all about the cheese and the bread.
To me, it feels like the smash burger got this trendy little thing. I don't even know what it was. It's just a way to maybe make it feel or look artisan, which is kind of a buzzword, and people love to feel like they're eating artisanal anything.
I love it like smushed down a little bit, and it's juicy, and like the cheese is oozing out the sides.
They do feel juicier and oozier to me, and I like a juicy, oozy burger.
Me too. I do not want no dry burger.
Yeah, this person feels like it's just kind of a reframe, and they do that. They'll, for marketing purposes, they'll kind of reframe something, and then they'll slap a higher price tag on it, and you're so stupid, you pay for it, and you're going, oh, no, it's worth it.
I think it's the big, fat, robust bun where it's like so large you can't even fit it in your mouth. Like that to me is not where it's at. Smash burger's where it's at.
I don't know if it's unpopular, but I feel like some people love it. I think meatloaf, the food, needs to be outlawed because it's so gross and disgusting. I know somebody who just ate a big old pile of meatloaf, and they had the worst meatloaf farts. And it just, I go, you know what?
Everything about it's gross.
We got to outlaw meatloaf.
I don't see a lot of people eating meatloaf these days. I don't see it on a lot of menus. I feel like if you're doing it, I feel like a lot of people got the memo. It's kind of gross in concept.
I don't know, man. I know a few people who are in love with meatloaf.
You got a meatloaf crowd, huh? How's the meatloaf in your circle, Virginia?
Well, this is one of the reasons that my grandmother went on a hunger strike, because the old folks' home where she lived, the cafeteria is gross, and they serve gross food. I tried it this past weekend. I sat with her and ate it. One of the things they served to make her go on her hunger strike was meatloaf.
I'm shocked that people still love it.
It's just such a lazy, gross dish. Like, why would you even serve that? You only serve that to your enemy.
This person was farting a lot, dog. It was awful.
That's pretty gross, yeah. When I think of gross foods, meatloaf
is in
meatloaf, it's the grossest.
You'll get someone that sends you an email. Meatloaf is the best.
You know, there are a lot of people saying, look, meatloaf, if done correctly, is delicious. A lot of people do love their meatloaf, apparently, but it feels heavy.
I've seen it done wrong so much in my life.
Yeah.
Well, it's a heavy dish because you don't only eat meatloaf. You got to make sure you have the mash with it.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you have the cake.
Yeah. And then you have to lay for like 2 hours. No. Because your body's so tired.
Don't need that. All right, so where do people sit when it comes to meatloaf? We got to get this settled here. because it's been the most contentious thing that we have said in a very long time.
Here's what's the funny thing is, I'm the one that started off with the Meatloaf hate, but Virginia is the one getting the Meatloaf hate in the chat room.
I don't know, yeah.
Meatloaf sucks.
You had said is lazy. Oh my gosh, you got people fired up.
Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. And right now, we asked the question, do you like meatloaf? And 68% of the chat room do.
Wow.
Wow.
Majority of people love them some meatloaf.
That's gross.
I can admit when I'm wrong. The people have spoken. It ain't my cup of soda.
Yeah, they love it.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.